The year 1451 heralded the beginning of a new era for the Ottoman Empire. Second Murad willingly abdicated the throne to place his son Mehmet on it. This event allowed 12-year-old Fatih Sultan Mehmet to ascend to the Ottoman throne at an age that could still be considered childhood. This story tells how a young sultan, who seized power at such a tender age, began to govern an empire and change the course of history. Fatih Sultan Mehmet was born on March 30th, 1432, in Edirne. Even as a baby, his father, the second Murad, harbored great hopes regarding the throne's responsibilities and the future of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmet, who received a good education at a young age, began to demonstrate a significant potential for leadership. However, Ferhat Pasha, in the palace of that era, was not very favorable towards the young sultan ascending to the throne. As a result, the Ottoman aristocracy, which expected a prudent governance, was concerned that Mehmet might be a weak ruler. When Murad II abdicated at the age of 16, everyone's eyes were carefully focused on the young sultan. Many were concerned about how Mehmet would govern during this period due to his youth. However, shortly after ascending the throne, the young sultan decided to adopt an active stance to prove himself. By establishing a strong palace bureaucracy and a loyal advisory council, he aimed to secure the internal order of the empire as his first task. However, the challenges he faced at a young age were not merely administrative. Internal turmoil and external threats required him to make revolutionary decisions. It was quite difficult for him to demonstrate his own determination without falling under the influence of courtiers and great commanders. First, he made strategic moves to reduce the Genoese control over Byzantium. During the siege, he was careful to keep the morale of his army high in order to defeat the enemy. In conclusion, despite his young age, Fatih Sultan Mehmed stands before us as an undisputed leader and a brave soldier. Ascending the throne at the age of 12 and dealing with the difficulties of the era not only enhanced his military capabilities, but also developed his political reasoning skills. Moreover, this young sultan managed to secure an important place in the history of the Ottoman Empire within a short period of time and led it to become the most powerful state of its age. This story shows that leadership and administrative skills are not limited by age. What truly matters are determination and the perseverance to achieve one's goals. The young enthronement of Fatih Sultan Mehmed has been an inspiration to many throughout history and reminds us of the importance of strategic thinking.